Hello folks, it's time for another Full Disclosure Friday video, the one day a week where I get to explain something about our dealership, some process that we do here, to try to dispel any myths that are around it and to try to clear any smoke that might confuse the situation. So today's a special one. I'm doing it on a Thursday obviously, that's because tomorrow's Good Friday, so of course we'll have the Easter weekend off and time to recharge a little bit. Today, what I'm going to focus on is a question that I had yesterday, which is, so what do these numbers mean? Now, anybody that's ever gone over a new vehicle deal will have likely experienced the same thing at one point. There's a lot going on. A lot of numbers are being thrown back and forth. I want to dispel any confusion about it. I want to be able to show you really quickly what it means, and I want to make this whole process a little bit easier for you. So go ahead, follow along. If you need to, watch it again. If you still have questions, send me an email or a message or a text or however you know to get a hold of me, and I'll be happy to try to help you out. So we'll make it real simple, as quick as we can. So what you always start with a new vehicle is your MSRP. So $20,000 MSRP. Okay, that's your manufacturer suggested retail price. It's on your windshield sticker. You will see it's also on the websites as an MSRP. So $20,000 MSRP. Okay. The first thing that can come off of it is a manufacturer incentive. Okay. Manufacturer incentives come out from the manufacturer. There are a whole bunch of different things. Some of them are percentages. Some of them are just a base amount. But it's something from the manufacturer that they've given the dealers to be able to say, hey, pass this on to your customers. We're going to pretend on this vehicle as though it's $5,000. Okay. Now the next one is dealer incentive. Okay, a dealer incentive is a deal. It means that that's something that we've been able to, for one reason or another, mark down a little bit. On this particular vehicle, it's going to be $1,000. Okay, and then the last part is your trade. Okay, your trade is going to come off the price of this vehicle if you have positive equity in any way. So if you've already paid off your vehicle entirely and you're trading something in and you want us to give you a value for it, we're going to tell you the value of your trade. If you take a look at my first video, I can explain how we get that number. And then we're going to go ahead and take that right off the MSRP of your vehicle. Now, the other way is let's say you still owe something on it, but it's worth more than that. So let's say you owe 17 on it, but it's worth 25. Well, then we go ahead and take that $8,000 off of the price of your vehicle for you. So here's what we can do. So we have a manufacturer incentive of $5,000, we have a dealer incentive of $1,000, and your trade, I'm going to say I'm giving you $4,000 for, okay? Just to make the numbers really easy. So that means that you're going to have a pre-tax total of $10,000, okay? So $10,000 pre-tax. This is your first easily comparable number with any other dealership when you're trying to price something out. Now, there are a whole bunch of things that you can go ahead and go at them with, and they're going to try to compare the amount they're giving you for the trade. They're going to not really mention these two. And the reason for that is because what they'll do, and I've seen it happen a lot, is they'll boost your trade. They'll say, they're only giving you $4,000 for that? Well, I'll give you $6,000. But then somehow they're only giving you $4,000 on a manufacturer incentive. And your pre-tax amount remains the same at both places. Don't let them trick you. Really be accountable to it. Just follow the numbers. And if you're ever wondering about incentives, give us a call. We'll go over them with you. So $10,000 pre-tax. That's really important. Okay. Then you come down two ways. Okay, you can go cash. Cash. Let's say it's 11.3. Okay, tax in. Okay, again, this is another easily comparable number. If you know they were at $10,000, our same price before, and for some reason their tax in is more than ours, then you know that you're getting something else charged into there. And again, it's really easy for you to say, no, that doesn't look right. Okay? On the finance side, what you gotta watch is rate and term. Okay, so let's say that we told you that it was gonna be $200 bi-weekly. Okay, if we told you $200 bi-weekly, we're also gonna tell you a rate. Okay, so for us, let's say this is $200 bi-weekly at 3.99. What you can do now is you can compare this, by all means, with another vehicle that you're looking at. But you got to remember that if the rates changed or the term changed, that payment will change fairly significantly. So if they changed your term, they could come in at $185 bi-weekly, but you might be paying it an additional year. Or if they changed your rate, Now, $399 is what all of our vehicles come with, but if they went ahead and changed your rate and then increased your term, you could potentially be paying much more money on their vehicle, and you'd never know it unless you really looked into these numbers. So rate, term, and your total finance, okay? So, if we're being honest, how often do we end up focusing on those three items instead of this one? I know personally I spent hours and hours and hours talking to people about those three items, and specifically their trade value, when at the end of the day we end up with exactly the same deal. So it's one of those things. We could easily focus, instead of focusing on all of this and it seems complicated, we could easily do this. We could say 20,000 MSRP. Okay, we make two arrows. Those signify everything that I can take off that vehicle. Okay? $10,000 pre-tax price. Okay, easily comparable. You go down for cash, $11,300. You go down for finance, $200 bi-weekly at $3.99. Okay, now everything's nice and simple. Okay, you know that you have your rate here. If you go and see our finance office, they're also going to tell you term, and that's a part of this. Okay, you have your after-tax total. If you want to pay cash, you have your pre-tax total, so you compare everything else, and you know what you paid at the beginning for your MSRP. Everything is really, really open for you. You don't even have to focus on those three, because at the end of the day, if you can get down to your $10,000 pre-tax, you know that you're where you need to be. You can make the deal. So I wanted to make this really simple for you guys to understand. Please reach out to me if for some reason you don't understand something or something up here looks wrong. I'd love to go through it with you. My number down here is 204-908-0670. Just ask for Andrew. And for service knowledge, sales expertise, and an exceptional experience overall, come on down to Verdon Chrysler Dodge, your key to great deals. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great Easter.